Just gotta shut off Jacqueline's plant tour. Hold on. Sorry, Jacqueline. Oh my God, go. Ah. Hello. Can anybody hear me? Sorry about the sniffling. My chat is super slow, so I'm going to go on here. Awesome. Thank you, Jim. Let me just get a tissue so I don't sniffle the whole time. Awesome. Thank you, Jim. Let me just get a tissue so I don't sniffle the whole time. Awesome. Thank you, Jim. Okay. Cool. How's everybody doing? Hello. Yes, it's a root beer. We'll go with that. Fantastic is my favorite sober person. How's everybody doing? So I'm using my son's webcam. Does it look good? And it's got a mic in it. So if anything sounds crappy, let me know. See what I can do about it. I'm doing okay, Chelsea. Thank you for asking. I'm at a 5 today. On our 1 being very chill and 10 being chewing through the walls. Hello, 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 Carmen. Hello, Ohio Granny back in the house. Ohio Granny, is your name Marie? I'm trying to remember your first name. I know you told us before. Awesome. I feel very grateful that my son has a really cool web camera because apparently they are like toilet paper now and you can't get them. Oh, I remembered it. Yay. I'm getting better with names. I used to be really bad with that. I try to like repeat it. Plus it's my middle name, so I knew it was one that I should remember. Yeah, unfortunately, Reb, I don't have a whole lot on the backside to stare at, so y'all saw my Caucasian cam. Cam's already swinging the hammer. I like it. So if Rachel is in here, Rachel Bartley, let me know. And I'm going to, oh, there you are. Okay, good. I'm going to open your thingy right now then. I'm going to right now. So Rachel has been following me since I started years ago, before I was even doing plant videos. And she asked if she could send me something, and I said yes. And then she kindly did, and there's a lot of stuff in here. Holy crap. Which is just so nice. Rachel's always been so supportive, always like a ray of sunshine in my comment section. Every video I think she's watched. There's a card. Oh my God. You have beautiful handwriting. Looks like my Nana's. Except more legible than my Nana's, but it has the same curve. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my God, this is awesome. I was just putting this shirt on earlier and I was like, man, I need more plant shirts. It says Plant Lady. Oh my God, I love it. It's such a nice color too. Thank you. Oh, I'm so excited. Hey, now I have a new t-shirt to wear every live because I just wear the same 2 shirts. Cute. Stickers. Got some floral gardening gloves, which is excellent because I lose mine in piles of debris a lot. I think they get thrown out. So those will come in handy. Nice. Live life in full bloom. Very pretty, which is good because I need a garden notebook. Oh, these are so cute. Yes. That's awesome. Thank you. Oh, excellent. I will plant those. Now I will be able to think of you whenever I'm in my garden. Yay. Oh, excellent. This is great because when I went to the Dollar Tree to get these, they didn't have them. And then the world ended, so I couldn't go back to get them. So this is awesome. Thank you. And matching, it's a notepad. I don't know why that word wasn't coming to me. Rachel, thank you so much. This is so nice. Rachel's been just the best. Like one of those eternally supportive people who are just nice because that's just how they are. They're just nice people. And they know what hurt feels like and don't want to do that to other people. And I love that about her. So thank you. A list pad, yes, which is excellent because I make a lot of lists that I don't get through and then I feel bad about, but the lists are good or I'll forget everything. Thank you so much. This was so nice to open. I love the shirt. That's good, right? It's a me color. Love you. You're the best. Go enjoy your company. Yes, I'm sniffly because allergies. Also because I just coughed a lot before I got on camera. You're like a ray of overcast. That is not true, Cody. You are a delight on a daily basis. Hey, Lace. I'm going back through the comments here. Jim. We got everybody in the house. You guys are awesome. Pam, thank you. Please model that merch you're wearing. So this is from the first merch line. This is the humidity hose shirt. This is for everybody who likes it moist. That's my sales pitch. You like it? Forgetting not to look at the screen. Okay. I'm a mix of excited and anxious because I have a new gecko coming. Ooh. But I'm also leaving my job because I don't feel safe going back because So that's a big oof. That is a big oof, Casey. I am sorry that decision had to be made, but I am glad that you're putting yourself and your safety and your health before a paycheck that you probably didn't get paid enough to earn. I'm just going to guess. I just take a stab in the dark that perhaps you were underpaid at your position.
Technically, we have it worse.
Perhaps even underappreciated. Yeah, same, Jacqueline. YouTube is kind of my job right now because my other one was a wedding photographer, and those don't really exist anymore. So, do I grow Calaria or other Gesneriads? Oh, I said it right the first time. Oh, where's Julie when I need her? Gesneriads. Gesneriads? No, I don't remember. I don't, actually. African violets don't do it for me yet, but they're starting to. Like, so every once in a while, I'll walk by one that I'm like, like I could, yeah, I could be that person. No, but I do have some orchids. That's closest as I've gotten to that range, but I definitely, there's no plant that I don't want to try. And I think that a lot of times when I'm not into a plant, it's just because I don't have a lot of experience with them. The exception to that being crotons. We don't do crotons in this house. I had one for 5 years. I'm quite capable of keeping them alive. But happy it was like the adopted child who like gets adopted into the family that doesn't really love them, like I just felt like that plant resented me and I resented it and I didn't really want it. But it's a bad analogy, but man, me and that plant just never got along. If you could feel tension from a plant, I felt it from that croton. I swear I felt like it resented me as a mother. Like that's really what it felt like. Like, you'll never make me happy. You tried for 2 years, and then I just gave up, and I just put it in the corner, and then it was beautiful. and then I moved it, and it just went, and just threw all its leaves on the floor. I hate that plant. Rachel, thank you. It's a super sticker, and I don't see the sticker. Why? Oh, now I see it on my phone. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. You didn't have to do that. Done enough. My favorite new shirt. Okay, I have to. Yes, Jim, it's a progression. Aroids, orchids, African violets. Okay, so see, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I have a friend here that is into those. That she's already gone that path, you know, and I have a feeling she's going to pull me there. Yeah, the croton hate is strong because everyone has tried to please that plant, and it's not possible. Yeah, it got spider mites and spread them to all of your calatheas. Nice. Nice. It's like a super spreader. Yeah. That plant sucks. Do I have a black cardinal philodendron? I do not. I have two beautiful dark philodendrons, one of which I will be replanting today from the delightful Cody. And my other one is a Bloody Mary. And that one's pretty cool too, but I don't have a black cardinal yet. I would like one. I would like all the philodendrons. I've had to realistically check myself because they tend to grow in like a, you know, in like a manner where they take up a lot of shelf real estate, you know? So I really have to reel it in on those, but I'm not going to. I mean, let's be real. I have like 5 monsteras in my house. I can't even move. If I try to go this way, it's an obstacle. Okay, I'm way behind on comments. Yeah, holy moly, Rachel, indeed. Indeed. Okay, yes, Cody's employer sucks. Co-signed. They have to be outside to thrive. Well, mine certainly ended up outside. That's where it ended up. Perhaps not early enough. Maybe that was where I went wrong. And like, even when I had it, I was just like, do you need to have that many colors all at the same time? You know, I don't know. It just, and it almost seems like clashing. I feel like most plants, like their colors seem to be complementary. And with that plant, not as much. Chelsea says that she bought one cactus and now she's itching to buy more and she thought she'd never get into them. I am so there. I am so there. I actually have some a cacti up here. I don't even think I've shown it on this channel. Besides, like when I bought it, I was in the store. But I have this guy. I think it's a barrel cactus. It just says 5-inch cactus. So yeah. But I got that guy when I went on like the only shop with me that I've done in a long time, and I'm fond of it. I think I watered it the other day and it didn't die, so that's excellent. It's the first time I've watered it. Thank you. I want a ghost cactus so bad. They look so cool, and of course the booby cactus because boobs. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. And I looked up. I was actually looking for booby cactuses, and there's a place on Etsy that seems to be really affordable. They were selling 2-packs, so you can double your booby fun, one for each hand, if you will. But they were shipping from overseas, and right now, I know from experience, if you order things from overseas, they're just not going to get here anytime soon, and they probably won't ship for a super long time. Okay, let's see. What did I miss? Yeah, I don't know. A cacti was slow for me as well. Yeah, same. I would agree with this comment. The slow unfurling of leaves is forever going to be my favorite thing. But you know what did it for me was planting the baby cacti. I think that's what really softened me up. Hey, Brad, how are you? I didn't see you sneak in here. You doing all right up there, buddy? I need to send you an email. Been meaning to do that. Yeah, Nicole. Thank you, Nicole. Double the boobies, one for each hand. Peanuts Plants is in the house too. Everybody's slipping in here while I'm not paying attention. Hello. Hey, Cody, there you are. You're not having any import delays? Well, that is good to know. So then we know it's possible. I'm fine with my order like sitting and just waiting until it's good. Like I'm totally fine with that. So, but more on that later. Cody, I'm gonna show you. So I had this in moss up until the other day, but I wanted it to be nice and hydrated so I could replant it. But we've got some, there's still moss there. Got some good growth on this beautiful philodendron that Cody sent me. The plant channel there in the chat. It is so, I'm spacing on the name. Is it Queen? It's a Dark Queen? Remind me. And then this one was not doing anything for a super long time, and now it's just starting to root a little more on this side. But it looks happy everywhere else, so I figured it was fine. These little pieces of sphagnum look like mealybugs and give me heart attacks all the time. So I need to get that potted up because I think it's ready. Royal Queen. There we go. Royal Queen. Thank you. Doesn't have a tag in it yet, so it's succumbing to my brain holes. Yeah, rocking the humidity house shirt today. By the way, I don't know who recently bought merch, but a whole bunch of you did. And I was just sitting around like thinking like, geez, how am I going to make money next month? And I'm like, oh, I should check my merch account. And there was like $70 in there. So y'all are crazy, and thank you. I was like, oh, holy crap. That was such a nice surprise. Hell yeah. Somebody said in my comments earlier, and I'm sorry that I don't remember which one of you it was, that they had a goth plant terrarium. And that's going to haunt my dreams until I have one. So I'm going to need one. Janice, you got one of the hoodies. Oh, that's awesome. I know that they are taking forever to do things right now. I keep hearing from other people that their merch and stuff is taking a while to get to people. So if it gets, to a point where it's been a bit, let me know, because I can email them and yell at them. I have a little bit of pull in that department, but I imagine it's, they don't have the staff or whatever right now. Let's see. Hoping to get some merch. Oh, you're going to stimulate my merch store, Casey? I need to get some Plantastica merch. That's next on my list. I need a sticker from Becca, too, from my book. Got to get the homies merch. Yes, Plantastica is having some problems with Pam's order, right? She told me that you went to bat for her. Yes, Lyra. Sorry, God, I did it again. See? At least I know that my mouth's doing it wrong now. I said it to Mike earlier too, and I was like, why do I keep doing that? It's like something you said wrong when you were a kid for too long, and then like you just can't stop. You got a mug too? You guys are awesome. Hell yeah. Yeah, I guess it's going to take a little while. It's, that's the bummer part is like we have all of this time at home and like we're just all, people got some stimulus money maybe. Like some of us, are still employed. So we can spend a little bit of money and everything that you can buy right now is either sold out or it's not getting here anytime soon. I wanted to get like a webcam with my tax returns when I finally get around to doing that, assuming that I get some. And that's looking like not a thing, so glad I can borrow my son's. Ordered it on April 10th. Not sure how long it's supposed to take. Yeah, you're at the end of where it would normally be shipping. It's usually like 7 to like 12 days, has been my experience with them. Even like just ordering samples and stuff, it takes, a little less than 2 weeks usually. So I think that their customer service might be outsourced as well. So sometimes they're a little tedious to deal with, but they do eventually, at least a couple times that I've dealt with them, stop pretending like they don't know what you're saying and keep giving you cut and paste answers, and then eventually you get the actual person to talk to you, and then it's fine. Yeah, I know a lot of people did not get their stimulus that were supposed to. And then I know a lot of people that know it's coming, it's just taking forever. And then these people have to get checks. Thankfully, they did it for 2 years ago taxes, because since this whole thing happened, I just haven't gotten around to doing my taxes this year. So my accountant's probably like, he's cool. So he's used to my bullshit. Dealt with me when I had my previous business. It was like, hey, you need to like charge people more. And I'd be like, I'm not good at that. So sorry. I'd be like, oh, you need to keep separate bank accounts. And I'd be like, oh, sorry. It was just, a lot of me apologizing and him telling me it's fine. He's a nice guy. Billy, you didn't get a return. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to start losing mine to student loans. So it was fun while it lasted. It's fine. One of my kids has grown up now, so, I don't get that sweet gravy train of tax returns that you usually get when you have multiple children. I did throw them a little stimulus cash, though, for their kid bonus. Okay, like, here, buy yourself something nice. And then Aiden bought himself something nice and it didn't work, so now we have to return it. Oh, I wish I was only $600 in debt. That'd be nice. Don't go to college on loans, kids, unless you're going to be like a doctor or something. Then I imagine you might make enough money to pay it back. Or, if you're good with money. I'm just not. I'm just not. Yeah, I feel you, Sarah. It's at a certain point you're just like, oh well, no money is really mine. It's just I just hold it for a minute, and then it's somebody who owns some part of my life where safety takes it away. Oh, that's just for April. Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. And then if you defer them for like a super long time, they get much worse, turns out. They give you the option of either like having 5 jobs and them taking all your money, or you just put it off and then you owe them more money in the future, assuming that you don't, die from a world-ending virus by then. Because this video is going to get demonetized. Your payoff date is 2035. Oh, that's kind, Katie. It's nice of them to let you off the hook by then. Exactly, Janice. It's not really real to me, so I guess that's why I'm not super good with it, It's just like, I don't know. This only means something because we all agree that it does, right? But I smoke a lot, so, those are normal thoughts for me, I guess. I know we always get on this topic. God, let's talk about plants. I don't have enough beer to talk about my debt right now. So this is one of the propagations that I'm determined to get in a pot today, because it's got the long root and it's farming algae in the bottom of this vase. But this is like the prettiest cutting off my Marble Queen pothos. And like, look at that. It just stuck out from the whole plant. And I was like, I have to take just that piece off and plant it. Thank you, Reb. You don't need to do that, woman. Hey, Kay. Thank you, Reb. Appreciate you. Hey, Adam. Adam's in the house. Kay over at the Organized Soprano in the house. Also from Massachusetts. Exactly, Casey. Money is fake. Let's all go live in the woods. I'm down. Isn't this pretty? So I figured if I just planted this one, it would either plant, it would either make a plant that couldn't feasibly survive in any reality, or it will just make the prettiest plant ever. Heather, thank you. Heather and her forever reign of kindness on the plant community. We all should just do something nice for Heather soon. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, but I figured this would be like the prettiest plant ever if it just kept growing like this. So I would love to do that, Rachel. I really would. I would like to be out of the city, like very out of it, and doing a lot for myself. I don't think any one person at this point can or should strive to be entirely self-sufficient, because we are people and we should, to some extent, have some commune relationship with other people. And then you can't be great at everything, you know, so, but to be a little more in control of my own resources, I really like that. I would also like to not be around people, because I stand in my bedroom window every day with my coffee and I watch some asshole flick his garbage into my yard that I'm trying to make pretty. And my soul, which is already really close to dead, it dies a little more. So I don't know how much longer I can take this. I would love to come to Maine. Just get me out of here. Although I like my health insurance. I don't know if I would still have that up there. Hey, Rachel. Yes, compound. Yes. Yes, please. We could just grow old and complain together. Wouldn't that be great? City neighbors are a huge thumbs down. And I have okay ones. Most of them are very old, which really sucks. I'm like afraid of what happens after they, you know, mosey on to whatever's after. Like who's going to move in? Hey, Debbie. Good to see you. Hello, lazy leaves. I live by a lake. People trash all the time. Well, that's the best, in the water, so that you have to clean it out of the water. Yes, you watch me clean my yard up. My neighbors do that every day, because every day me and my defeated soul go outside with some gloves and I pick up the garbage, because it's all I can see from my window. It's infuriating. Hey, Christy. I'm missing a whole bunch of people. Hey, Chris. Hello. Hello, Marcel. From Germany. Marble Queen is so underrated. The Manjula is super nice also. Agreed. You know, pothos in general, unsung heroes of our jungles. I mean, really, like you can have the, you know, all the trendy plants around, but if you look at some of those best pictures of like the indoor jungles, there is always some form of a pothos, or at least a trailing philodendron, you know, hanging somewhere in there. You need them. They're necessary. It was the first plant I ever bought myself when I moved out of my mother's house. Was a just a regular old devil's ivy pothos, and I had it for like 10 years, and it got what I now know as mealybugs. But at the time, I did not understand why my plant was growing mold, and I was like, "What is this little mold?" And I kept trying to wash it off, and it was so long that, you know, if I had known better, I would have just cut it back and treated it. But I didn't know, so I just kept trying to shower it, and then it just drowned because it was terrible. I was heartbroken. I think I even tried to save a bit, and the mealybugs were on it too. And I was like, this whole plant is tainted. And it was fine. I needed a clean start, I guess. Yeah, I mean, they're necessary, right? Like if you're even entering into plants, that's like one of the first ones you're going to grab, I feel like. And then another thing I really need to pot up is this Hoya cutting. This is from my Crimson Princess, I believe, with pieced in root. And this has just been sitting in my bathroom, rooting in moss for a very long time. Whoops. It is a variegated Hoya. It's just not because it was tucked into the shelf, so it wasn't getting a lot of direct sun. But it's a very big piece, and I would like to give it to my mother-in-law, which is a term I'm stealing from Elsa Ray because I love it. Mike's mom. I want to give it to her. So yeah, but it looks so pretty that I didn't want to take it out. Thank you, Rachel. Your super sticker. I have to look on my phone so I can see it because Streamlabs doesn't show it to me. Yeah, like so pretty, right? Like I hate to take it out. Kay, while I have you, send me your new address so I can send you this freaking gigantic Maranta before it takes over my whole house and I can't ship it anymore. It's so big. And because it's nice now and I can do it. I was afraid to send it when it was cold. So yeah, this one's awesome. And it's actually growing. I don't know if you can see that. This is actually a decent, it's like growing little leaves down in there. Somebody asked me to do a video on moss propping, which I can do. If you guys are into that for sure. Well, I'll do it because they asked me. But if you're into it, you can watch it. So those are definitely, those need to be repotted or potted, I guess, not so much re. And then this is like, I feel like I'm confessing right now, but like, look at look at the roots in this thing. Whoops. It's like lost all of its color because it's just been in water for 150 years. So I don't know if I just want to throw it in the pot with my other one. This guy that's recuperating. Me and this plant have had a tumultuous relationship, but it seems to be accepting that I'm its mother now, so it's behaving a little bit better. But it is still putting out little leaves here, and there's actually one coming, which I don't think you'll be able to see, but there is one in there. You'll just have to trust me. So I know I can plant it, but the roots are just so thin that I've been dreading it. Oh, it's actually growing a little plant out of the base as well. Good times. Hey, Holly, you made it. I know you've been trying. The mealybug treatment was just water and alcohol, and it doesn't take a lot of percentage of rubbing alcohol or like grain alcohol to kill a mealybug. So you can dilute it quite a bit if you're like worried about it hurting your plant or whatever. I especially do that on like succulent leaved or thicker leaved plants and Hoyas and, you know, the stuff that gets mealybugs really. I don't think I would spray it on like a begonia, you know what I'm saying? But like begonias you can just cut back too. Just cut them shits back. I asked my friend Julie, she's a begonia expert. I was like, what do you do when begonias that, you know, you shouldn't even like look at the leaves, let alone touch them, get pests? And she's like, you just cut that shit back. So, check, that's what I've been doing. Awesome. That looks like my hair. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the super chat. Put you up here for a sec so I can see you. Okay, so we need to be talking genetic resources, food sovereignty. Need to be keeping and breeding our own foods, plant, seed. I love when you include outdoor content. Your seedling table is dope. Thank you very much. I agree. I don't think, while I will say, like, I think a lot of the people on YouTube right now that are like, you need to plant a garden and you'll be like food independent, you know, right away. And it's just, that's bothering me because that's like an unrealistic expectation. But I think that you should, within your space, at least learn how to grow some food, right? Like, and as much as you can grow, I think that's really awesome. Not everybody has the resources, but I think you should at least, especially if you're into plants, like why not at least try to like grow some lettuce, you know, grow your own herbs. That's a really good thing to grow. Stuff like that. So yeah, very good point. And thank you for the super chat. I definitely think that people are realizing that we kind of have to take care of ourselves a little bit more than maybe we were hoping that we would have to. And that's not like a slight on any kind of assistance whatsoever, because I have certainly needed and used that. And I don't judge anybody for that stuff. But I think that we think that the government's going to like help us when bad stuff happens, when big storms happen, when a pandemic happens, when we lose our job for no reason. That's no fault of our own. And I think we're learning, a lot of people are learning for the first time that that's not the case. It's not the case at all. Thank you. It sucks. It sucks, but it's the rich people for the most part. That I mean, the super rich people that own everything, they don't care about us. So we just, and then a lot of people think they're going to be one of those people, so they also don't care about you. It's a bitch of a ladder there. I have to look at the chat on here. Yes, L. Yes.
You want another one?
I'm okay. Thank you.
But if I have some of you guys turkey dogs.
Not at all. There are regular ones as well if you prefer.
Where are they in there?
Yeah, they're in there. in the depths of the freezer. But you can use those too if you don't want to dig. Sweet peas are very easy to grow, and I'm growing those this year. Brad, I can't see what you posted, but I imagine that you were in agreement. Okay. Sorry, trying to read back. Okay. Back we go. Back we go. While I'm reading back, why doesn't everybody tell me where they are on the 1 to 10 chart today and where you are in the world? 1 being you are chill, AF, you haven't got a care in the world, and 10 being you are chewing holes in your walls. Marcel says he does not understand his maculata. It looked great when I bought it. It grew a lot, and all of a sudden it started to think, no, thank you. I'm going to die slow. I know, slowly but surely. Yes, that was what mine was doing until spring, and now all of a sudden it's very happy. Well, I guess it's happy. I think that's what happy looks like on that plant. I really like it, and I see big, beautiful ones, but for some reason, it's just not happening. Comfortably numb. I would say that's around a 5. That's where I'm at right now. I'm just, neither here nor there. We're just right down the middle. You did it. Our freezer is a lot more full than it usually is because, obviously trying not to go to the store and also freezing a lot of soups and stuff. Mike's trying to America 1 package of hot dogs right now and then put the Jenga back together, which is not fun.
But I saw those Indian things in there that I forgot about. Those breads.
Yes.
Those were good.
Oh, I forgot about those as well. Yeah, and I have all kinds of Beyond Meat in there.
Yeah.
Pretty excited about that. Lindsay has turned her whole backyard into a garden. That is awesome. That's what I would like to do with the side yard. I'm not sure if my landlady knows that. I don't know if she knows what she signed up for. Hey, Amy, fellow photographer. I've definitely missed quite a bit of comments, but I'm going to shoot ahead so I don't miss everything underneath it. Big hugs to you too, Brad. I need to email you. I'm bad at that, but then when I email you, it'll be a big old long email. Or if you text, you can just text me. Bye, Rachel. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you for the wonderful things and the super chat. You're the best. Enjoy your company. That's awesome. Literally eating brownies for dinner. That is heroic, and this root beer is for you. Oh, Emma, I'm sorry. Cried while making dinner because I'm tired of eating the same things all the time for limited grocery trips, and that's where I'm at. Yes, we did. I'm very paranoid about things like this happening, so for once I wasn't wrong, and Mike and I sort of started to panic right around a week before. We didn't go like hoard and clear shelves or anything because when we went out shopping, everything was fine. Nope, everything was there. So we definitely got like a bunch of, freezables and stuff that we don't usually buy a lot of. So we have that, but then it's like canned things with it, I miss like fresh stuff. We don't have a lot of that. And then when you go to the store now, that seems to be what's missing is all the produce, which is a little disturbing. So yeah. So early on, I was kind of in like survival mode. So I started making soups and freezing that and yeah. We kind of lucked out there, but I'm definitely ready to go back to having farmers markets in my life. Hey, Marina, how are you? I'm hanging for a little while, Marina, so you're not at the end. Don't worry. Mike might need my help in a second. Got it? Oh, almost.
Yeah, I just can't tell what's causing it to not.
Now you got to play the what's keeping the door slightly ajar game. 5 should be more, but medicine helps. Yes, same. 3, but 8 because PMS. Yeah, I hate when that happens. I have to deal, like, I feel like when I was on hormonal birth control, I just was like that all the time. But now I just have the normal, PMS phase. And then I just go and I yell at my friends on Instagram to keep from yelling at everybody else. Not, in a mean way. I yell about other people to my friends on Instagram, like people I don't know, for example. Don't bother me any other time of the month. Did you see what that bitch said? Yes, everyone who's doing pickups and curbside pickups, the best. Just thank goodness for that stuff, because that has saved our butts a few times with a lot of stuff. We were able to, again, earlier on, we got a couple of pickup orders from Target before that got, basically pointless. That was awesome. Oh, Kathy. Hi, Kathy. Kathy W. coming in with the $5 super chat. How's it going? How you doing? We were talking about where we are on the 1 to 10 scale, with 1 being chill and 10 being chewing through your walls. Where are you? Mike is cooking, yes. He's resorted to eating some hot dogs for dinner because I didn't get off my butt fast enough before this to reheat the soup that I made.
I don't mind hot dogs at all.
He doesn't mind. There was one time that I left him unattended, and he ate way too many hot dogs, and then he didn't eat them again for like 2 years.
I didn't eat them until this again.
Yeah, basically until now, until we've had to resort to eating hot dogs because they freeze. Yeah, it was pretty funny. I came home and I thought he was dying, and I'm like, "What happened to you?" And he said that he ate a lot of hot dogs. Oh, I'm sorry, Heather. I hope you feel better. Thank you for coming. You're the best. I hate headaches. That's definitely my life most of the time. Where did I get my white shelving from? That is from IKEA. That is the infamous plant tuber white IKEA shelf. And everybody gets it because of the glass shelves, because it makes the light go through. So I have my lovely Hidden Harvest panels up there from Brad, and they have like a real desert level of light up here, and then down here we have like more of the tropical and peperomia zone, and then I just have like a little cheapy clamp light down the bottom here that just keeps those guys from croaking. And it's what's annoying me is that I feel like this is like reasonably cohesive light, and then cooler and warmer light on this zone over here. I'll show you. Let's see. That bothers me. It's two different, but that's what happens when you have cheap, crappy lights. But I just need something that I could have right above the plants under the shelves that wouldn't be too much for them. So cheap lights there are. And Lyra showed me one of hers earlier, not one of the ones that I have, one of the under the cabinet ones, and it blew out and melted a little hole in the plug. So good times. I just outed your trauma, Lyra. I'm sorry. The IKEA shelf was maybe 140, 150. It might be a little less than that. I can't really remember. I know it was over 100. And then there's one that's just half of this, like a square one. And that one is a little less expensive, but seemed worth it to get the whole thing. I used to have it in front of the window, so that's like a really good way to use it because the light goes through all the shelves and everything. But I needed to mix it up a little bit and put some of my big plants in front of the window. So eventually I'm going to mount these guys from my ceiling so that they have a little more spread for the tropicals. And then I think I'd be able to light up, like a whole section of the room and cover quite a bit of plants. I'd say I'm a 2 to 3. I work at Aldi. Thank you, sir. So I've seen the madness. Yes. Aldi is wonderful. And that's our quiet store right now. So I don't know if that's just because people don't understand or appreciate how amazing they are. Rachel, I said thank you for that super chat. Yep, yes, I did. Okay. Up on the phone. All right, I gotta repot some shit because I haven't done that yet. I missed so many comments. I'm so sorry. What am I eating? I am eating the last little bit here of this no-bake oat peanut butter chocolate bar, which I can shoot the recipe on Instagram if y'all are interested. It's really good and it's easy. Vegan friendly. Also would make really excellent edible medium with some medicated butter. Scott, did I miss your comment? Which one? Yes, the Girl Scout knockoffs, Adam. Yes, yes, so good. And the fudge ones with like the little stripes, those are very close too. And what is the other one I like from there? Actually, their Oreos weren't too bad. There's not double stuff, so can't do that. I can't have that stuff in my house. I'll eat it all. Cody, I hate that I can't see your sticker on the thingy. You're amazing. Thank you. That's ridiculous and very kind. Thank you. He's probably like, plant my plant, lady. Yes, I will post that recipe. No problem. Yes, the no bacon. So good. Cody is a baller. Cody's like a plant baller. He's like, I ain't got no import delays. Who's got import delays? Not me. It's got import street cred. Hi, Scott. Oh, data entry, fun. I have to do that later for like so many things and I don't want to. Yes, special cookies. I know. I wouldn't mind having some pot butter to play with while I'm stuck here. Oh, excuse me. I don't have the COVID, I swear. I'm allergic to my dusty house. Let's see. Moxie Knits. Will you ever be sharing any green flower growing vids? Maybe. Yeah, possibly. That would be possible. That would be a thing I could probably do for sure. Yeah, I know. The allergy, am I dying or do I have allergies is like the constant hum in my brain right now. Like, is it allergies or am I dying? Is it allergies or am I dying? Like, and then like I'm out of my inhaler too, so I have to call my doctor and like see if he can hook it up again because like I keep forgetting to do that, and I'm like, oh, this is what it feels like to not be able to breathe. It's awesome. So I'm like taking the last few huffs out of my other one that I gave up on earlier. Yes, we do have a few gummies. Yes, got a little plug on that. Oh, very good. Knots of plants. That's really cool. How are you finding it? Are you enjoying yourself or do you find it stressful? Let me know. I know, and then I feel bad when I'm out because like if I'm like, don't sneeze, don't sneeze, don't sneeze, don't sneeze, don't sneeze, like for the whole entire time in the store, like I wouldn't even really feel like I needed to, but I'll talk myself into it. I know you can. I know you can, Lyra. I will take you up on it if I need it, for sure. I just need to call them. Just phone calls. I don't like them, man. Like Pammy calls me, and I like that, you know? Like my mom calls me, that's cool. But then when I have to like make a phone call, even if it's one to a person I enjoy, I don't want to do it ever. Then I'll put it off forever and ever. I don't know why. I feel like I don't know when to stop talking. And then like it just, I don't know, it doesn't go well. If I can't see people's face, I can't shut my mouth in time for them to talk, and it gets really awkward. I don't know how I used to do it all the time in the 90s. That's all I did was talk on the phone. Oh, yes, let me know, Jacqueline. Let me know. Wearing a mask all day at work makes my chest hurt. I can't even imagine. I just wearing them to go grocery shopping, I have to like really use all of my anxiety tools because I will start to convince myself that I can't breathe, and then I will want to take my mask off, and I can't do that in the store or with my dirty hands because I've been shopping or whatever. So I've only had to go out a couple times since the masking started. But yeah, I don't like it. It makes me panic a lot. Freaks out just a bit. Don't let me go over 9 p.m. Okay, guys, because Casey is doing her first live on YouTube, and I would like to be there. And I would like to bring some people with me. Okay, I actually have dirt. I was like rushing around trying to get everything ready before this went on, so hopefully I have all the stuff. And I'm like picking from the bottom of the barrel pots because I can't buy any right now. Kind of sucks. Did I leave any other ones? I don't think so. So what I have is like a lot of these little temporary pots that I'll probably just put in cash pots or something for now until I can go back to the store. Adam can video chat me anytime. Yes. The masks are not mandatory in Massachusetts. Nothing is really mandatory here in Massachusetts because we have Massachusetts has these weird Republicans that are like sort of Democrats, but they're sort of also Republicans, and we love to elect Republican governors. So he doesn't want to make it mandatory because that will upset his base. But then also he lives up here in Liberalville, and he has to work with all these other liberal governors, so he doesn't want to upset them either. So he just suggests everything very strongly. Yeah, so it's awesome. We have so many sick people, especially in Boston. People in my area are about, I would say, not to stereotype pickup truck drivers, because I know plenty of nice ones, but the pickup truck driving dad jeans, white sneaker crew, not at all abiding anything. They will walk right up behind you. They are not wearing masks. They are touching everything in the stores. And a lot of other people are doing what they can. So
we probably have the most conservative sheriff outside of the Sheriff Joe Arpaio,
yeah,
in terms of immigration. And
yeah, our sheriff is a bastard. He's not a nice man. He's just not a nice man at all. I was born and raised in Massachusetts, yes. Yep. Never been anywhere else. I mean, I've been other places, but I've never lived anywhere else. Like, not even in Rhode Island. Most of my friends have at least lived in Rhode Island for a little bit, but that sounds terrible to me, so I'm not going to. I like it here, though. I grew up closer to Boston, and I did not like it up there, but I like it down here. I'm more on the South Coast now, so it's a little bit slower pace down here, and there's better food and more diversity, more comfort with that. Yeah. Grew up in Quincy. A little racist up there, just saying. The masks are mandatory in Maryland. Just hearing about people touching things. Yeah, well, that's the thing is like, what I see is horrifying. So I can't even imagine what I'm not seeing at the store. So it makes me like hyper paranoid all the time. So I would just rather not go as much as possible. We've basically got it down to like a monthly supply run where I'll go out like 1 or 2 afternoons and hit like 2 or 3 stores to get the pet stuff and then our stuff. So far it's been okay. Oh, Amy, that's sweet. Thank you. I know you're a local gal as well, huh? Oh, safe travels. Safe travels, Emily. Oh, if you say your name fast, it sounds like Emily. Emily. I am drinking, it's root beer, if Reb asks. What's that? It's a nitro milk stout from Left Hand Brewing. They are, where are they out of? Colorado, I think. Yeah. Could be wrong about that. It is really good, though. It is really good. Bye, Debbie. Thank you for coming. I know the well, the thing with those protests is, from what I understand, they all were organized by like one person, and it became like this whole nationwide thing stemming out of one asshole, and that's pretty staggering, but also not surprising. What is she like what was that family, babe, that started the
Betsy DeVos, she's the secretary.
oh,
of
it's Betsy
Education.
DeVos, yeah. Who started it for related to her?
What's that?
How is the person related to her? The whole starting of was it her super PAC or some shit?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what it is. It's kind of a connection of groups of people, but yeah, it's Betsy DeVos and that group, the family. Let's watch that Netflix documentary that we watched.
Oh yes. Yeah, we watched a documentary on. Is it called The Family?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, some interesting shit. But yeah, it seems like it was all just organized from this one like stupid group, and it's what amazes me is it's the same people that were getting all upset during all the Black Lives Matter movement and everything. They're like, what if you block ambulances and you shouldn't be blocking the street and it should be legal for us to run you over? And now they're doing it for the right to go get sick and overwhelm the hospital system. It's not even like it's like, oh, good, go get sick, dummy. It's because they're going to go screw up some poor hospital's entire staff's lives while they have to watch them all dying because they're dumb. Okay, anyway. Thank you, Katie. Thank you for the super chat. I'm trying to remember to put those up here. Homemade peach wine. Oh, that sounds good. Fuck DeVos indeed. Our protest here got their permit denied, of course, and got kicked off Facebook, but they'll still show up. Yeah. Yep. Yep. All lives only matter when you are diminishing the lives of others. Yeah, no, these lives never stay monetized for very long. I think the last one did, which I was very surprised about. As a nurse, it should, yeah. It's, you know, when I saw the nurses out there, you know, blocking the cars from getting in the way, it's just like, man, that guy's got better things to do, you know. Dummies. Again. It's just it's unfortunate that that is what some people think is oppression. Like, must be nice, right? Oh, I'm sorry, Amy. That's terrible. I don't know anybody personally yet who has passed because of it, but we're currently waiting on results for my niece, my eldest niece, who is about as high risk as they get. About as high risk as they get. She is nonverbal autistic. She has diabetes and all manners of other issues, including lung issues and stomach issues, and it would be very terrible if she has that. But as of right now, she seems like she's okay. She's not getting worse. Just being her normal sassy self at her group home. So it's scary though. It's very scary. My family has been through enough. Thank you. Thank you. My grandma and my aunt live around me and both have problems like lupus. Had to get tested because someone went to the food store during senior hour and had it. Wasn't a senior. Oh, jeez. I know, man. It just takes that one person. It's so scary. Yes, it is. It's offensive. Like at this point, well, you know, there's willful ignorance. There's plenty of there's plenty of room to differ on how the country spends its money on, you know, like, I don't know, the role of government, whatever you define. But there's no, like, there's you're either paying attention to reality or you're an idiot. Sorry. So this is not a difference of opinion anymore. It's just you are either a dumb fucker or you're not. So there we have it. Thank you, Maria. Thank you. Oh, Marie, sorry. Blind as hell. Marie Boots. $4.99. Oh, the mic drop. That's adorable. I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah. Definitely not getting monetized. Probably going to lose a few subscribers after this one, but I don't really care. I just like, I don't know, man. There's a certain point in time where if you're just willing to be so staggeringly wrong about everything that I'm just not going to try anymore. You know? Just not going to try. We could just go our separate ways. I'll hang out here in reality, and everybody else can go to where they think that this is all made up, and all of a sudden all the world leaders are just getting along to pull this big punked ruse on us. Totally feasible. So, yes. Look at that. It's so pretty. Oh, thank you. I'd Patreon you if you got one. Someday when I figure out something worth having a Patreon for, I will definitely get myself in trouble on a Patreon. It's definitely something on my list someday. I just want to be able to offer cool things, you know. And I'll think of those things eventually. This is, I mean, that's pretty dope, right? So now hopefully, oh, bye, Scott. We're leaving. Bye. Bye, Scott. Love you guts. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm going to need to find a nice cash po for this. And hopefully it will continue to grow all mostly white and pretty without keeling over and dying. But that's been in that jar in the vase rather for, am I saying it like a douche? Vase? For a long time, probably like 6 months. Yeah, I'm too old for an OnlyFans. If I understand OnlyFans correctly, which I'm not sure I do. Podcast of plant rants, and I hesitate to say things on here, but that is a thing that I would like to do. We'll just leave it at that. Yes. Everyone's like, oh my God, I have to go to Lowe's. My toilet doesn't work. Oh, oops, there's the plants. I get it. I need perlite, man. Oh. What next? I don't know if I'm ready to try to pull that out of the glass yet. Let's try this one. I've chocolate all over my face. That is ridiculous. Hey, smart people, can I cut these roots? Is that a bad idea? If I trim them a little bit? My opinion on the Michigan outdoor garden section ban is both that I think in a lot of ways it's being a bit exaggerated, according to some YouTube channels that I've watched where they've just gone to the store and purchased seeds. But that is a thing. I don't think that's cool. I think that agriculture should be a mandatory business. You can't tell people they can't grow their own food, and then taking agricultural supply away affects a lot of people who keep animals as well. And like, I know that a lot of those sections are still open, but it's all the same business for the most part. You wouldn't trim them? Okay, I won't then. I'll take your word. Do it slowly, add handful by handful as you spiral. Thank you. Thank you. That is a good idea. Better not. Okay. Thanks, guys. I'm like, can I just cut them off? What do you think? Hubby went and got a faucet for the tub. I was like, and you didn't tell me once a week he has to go into work. Yeah. I mean, we all have to go out at some point to get something. You know, it's not like we can stay in the house forever. And most people are not prepared enough to shelter in without any sort of supply run. So I think the point is just don't be out dilly-dallying like an asshole. We're just going out to leisure shop or film plant tours in Lowe's and Home Depot, which I'm still seeing. on YouTube. Not from anybody I know personally, thankfully, because then I would feel obligated to say something. And I hate when I feel obligated to say something, let me tell you, because then I always do. And it always sucks for me. Yes, the CSAs, I really hope that helps. I'm going to have to look, because I know Mike, a friend of ours, is doing something like that. So we're going to try to look into that, because I would love to be able to just directly support like a farmer. Why would I cut the roots? Some plants you're able to, and it's not a big deal, just because they're so super long, and I'm going to put it in kind of a smaller pot. But it's fine. I'll just spiral them. I just know some plants that don't care and others very much do. Everybody's like, no. Thanks, guys. I don't know a whole lot about these kind of begonias at all. Hello, Stacia. Do I say your name wrong, or is it Stacia? Stacia, right? That's how the Stacia that I knew in real life before I said her name. Yes, happy Earth Day. I know, I didn't even go outside today. I missed 420 yesterday and I didn't go outside today. I'm just not doing good. I would never chop off your feet, Red. Oh, got kind of a big pot over here. Well, this is a real crappy old Dollar Tree one, but it'll do for now. I just want to get these guys out of water. And then I'll just look at their crappy pots and forever remember quarantine party with my friends. So is anybody here in like a state that they're actually going to open or have opened? I know that Lyra is in Florida, but I don't know if your area is opening, Lyra. Oh, 20 every day, yes. I know. I always miss like the time. I don't know, I'm like 15 and just like care about it for a minute every time, and I'm like, oh well. All right. So I did that wrong, so I have to add a little. I'll go slow with this one. All right. Put these babies apart. There we go. Hi, kitty. My little stimulus check, huh? Who's going to take my whole stimulus check? You be able to fix me up? Something in there, baby?
With some water?
No.
Or you want
Like
to
no, pull.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Trying to be subtle, it didn't work. Okay. Camera quiet time. Hello. Hello. Arturs. G is for gangsta. You're returning by the 26th to work. What do you do besides be a gangsta? Governor here is talking about opening thing in phases. I guess that would be the better way to do it. Here in Louisiana. Don't agree with the opening of everything. Don't feel the government is too trustworthy. That's a good feeling. But I also want the ability to be able to go to the beach. But should I practice restraint even if open? I mean, I would. I wouldn't go anywhere near people. But, I mean, if you go during for a walk early in the morning or Sunday, and people ain't there, like, it just sucks because, like, they can't trust people to, like, not be stupid. And it's really frustrating. It's like, can't you just not be a complete moron so we all have to suffer? But yeah, I agree. I mean, I think some things have to be able to open in some capacity, at least, especially if they're able to function without contact. Like Mike's work is doing curbside pickup. They do payment over the phone, or if they pay by cash, they put it in a bucket. And then at the end of the day, they use like a plastic baggie and like put the and then put the cash away to like age. and decontaminate. So they found a way to just not interact with people at all and still stay open. And because they're an agriculture business, they're able to be open right now. But like, for example, I got asked to do one of those porch sessions that Nicole from My Clean Leaves did. And it's like a photography thing where you're on the sidewalk or whatever, and you take these family portraits of people on their porches, commemorating what's going on. I just like a way to do a nice family photo, but also respect the boundaries. But I'm, as far as I know, not allowed to do that because my business is non-essential. So I am ordered to be closed. So I understand, but I also have a sister who is a trauma nurse right in the heat of the outbreak, and a cousin who is a nurse down my way. And everything they tell me says it's the worst possible idea right now. I mean, they're at capacity now. It's like wartime now. So whether or not we're flattening anything, it's still horrible. And if we spike back up, I mean, they can't handle it. They don't have the stuff. They don't have the beds. They don't have the people. And the people that they have are exhausted. Like, they're exhausted. They've been at this for 6 weeks at least in most areas, So it's tough, and it's like hard to tell people that they can't make money, I'm glad I'm not one of the people that has to decide this stuff. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I'm not smart enough. And I'm not sure there is a really good answer, But yeah, healthcare workers, I would say we should have the most say, as they're the ones that are going to have to deal with it, Okay, so hopefully this guy makes it, because my other one is happy right now. So I'll just maybe put this near that one. Maybe they can talk to each other and decide to live. Yeah, excellent. What are we doing on time? We got 8:43. Okay. Keeping an eye on the time for Casey. Plant with Casey will be doing her first YouTube live in a little bit. Oh, you tested positive? Oh my God. Okay, I have to go back and see if you answered me too. That's very scary. How did you have it horrible? Was it really awful? I had, oh, you work at Costco. Oh my God, did you get it at work? Ugh. Reb has not been tested, but she's been mandatory quarantined, and we've all witnessed with our bare eyeballs what her tested positive coworker gave her, and yeah, it was not pretty. And she's feeling a little better now as well. So I'm glad you are on the mend. Welcome back, Kelly. Ohio's doing well. Proud of Ohio for a change. It's a nice feeling, right? You're just like, oh, did my government do something good or right? It happens sometimes. I felt that way when Massachusetts legalized gay marriage. I think we were the first state. We were either the first or the second. I think we were the first for gay marriage, and I think the second for marijuana, second or third. Can't remember. It's only been one case in my large country, and thankfully, large county, and thankfully no deaths. A few hot spots in Idaho, though. No idea on the opening. Yeah, Chris, you just stay out there where it's safe. Chris dabbles in the news now and then, right? Yes, Reb, I was at the State House when they announced the vote, and it was probably the most amazing thing that I've ever been in the middle of in my whole entire life. And I frankly didn't even deserve a spot in that room. But I was there with my college group for my sociology class, and I'm so glad that I went. I'm so glad that I went. I was there in place for a friend that couldn't be there. I'm like tearing up thinking about it because it was beautiful. Everybody started singing at the same time, and it was awesome. It was really cool. I was glad I was there. We jumped from 40 to 4,000 cases after the quarantine start. Holy shit. And then there's the thing with the testing too, is like, we don't even really know because you know, like we're not testing other people. And we have a lot of people that are walking around that have had it, don't even know, or had it before it hit the news and everybody knew what it was. So as far as and the thing is, if the infection rate is way higher, that means that the death rate is way lower. So that would be really good information to have. But until we have widespread testing, we're not going to get that information. So it's kind of shitty. Oh, Katie, that is heartbreaking. And the fact that nobody's family can be there is what's like keeping me up at night. Yeah, the nurses ain't getting squat from who they should be getting it from. I'll tell you that much. The whole, like, I don't know, all these companies doing these slow motion, sad music advertisements that are like, you're the heroes and blah, blah, blah. It's like, you're just setting everybody up to like sacrifice themselves and make it look like it's like something that they signed up for when nobody should be getting sick while working in healthcare. It's ridiculous. They should have, I'm going to get angry again. Breathing. Hello, Steve. I literally thought you said steakhouse and not state house. I was at the steakhouse and watched. That would have been considerably less cooler. Yeah, Plantad, that did not slip my mind, and that's like that's tough to talk to people about because it sounds so conspiracy theory-ish, you know. But it seems like one of the ones that might be right, you know. My state's one of the ones that banned all of that too, so we still can't have that. And the business down the end of the road was mostly a vape shop. So they had to pivot a little bit, and they had to build like a whole wall between sections. They're like a bodega and like a vape shop on one side. It's very my city, but they had to build like a divider between the rooms. I don't think I have a big enough pot for the one that Cody. Oh yeah, I do. Oh, this pot is a disgrace. I don't know if I can put that in there. Maybe we'll just clean it. Your grandmother's in the ER. Jesus. Oh my gosh. Well, let's hope it's just some regular old bug that is totally get overable. Because there's plenty of those going around right now. So I'm just going to hope for that. I don't have one big enough to repot that philodendron. That is very scary, Heather. I hope that it goes well. Please keep me posted if you think about it. String of Hearts made a bloom and it stunk up my whole room. I named it Kermit because its blooms were nasty. Do they smell bad? I know that the I had one bloom before and I don't remember it smelling like anything. But my purple passion vine bloomed once. And I knew that I was supposed to cut the blooms off, but the curiosity got me and I didn't. And that thing smelled like feet and ass at the same time. It was horrifying. Totally disgusting. Do not recommend. I've already gotten demonetized. I know. It's very subtle. Yeah, so. Same. We'll put that on the screen. Yeah, I don't remember mine smelling like anything. I thought didn't one of them smell like cinnamon or something? One's supposed to smell like cinnamon. Yeah, the passion one was bad. And then I knew that it like, oh yes, thank you, Jacqueline. We got about 10 minutes to go. And then we're going to mosey on over to Casey's stream. Bye, Rachel. Bye, Amy. Bodega. Yes, we literally have a whole bunch of those. And the next time that I'm in one, I will send you a picture of all of the dusty food. Well, not that you're not familiar because you live in New York. But I'm always like, you know, do we need to have this food here? I mean, you could just throw it all out, you know, because it's really dirty. Just saying. Casey, it's Plant with Casey with a K. And I don't think she's still in here because she's probably getting ready. Let me grab her channel for you. And I can even put it on the screen because I'm using a fancy streaming thing. I can actually bring people in on my lives with this as well. So we'll definitely be doing some of that as well. Plant with Casey.
Really?
There she is. Okay. So here is Casey's channel. And let me pop the link in the chat. Bam. Like a real streamer here, people. Look at this. Look at this. Shout out to Pammy for showing me how to use this. I sat down and figured it out today. Yeah, so I'll be able to like bring people in and like do like interviews and fun stuff and maybe play like stupid games like Pictionary and shit on the internet. We're gonna do something because I'm going nuts. I am an introvert, but every once in a while I would really like it if I could see other human beings. I'm just saying. Oh, yes, Lyra, I want to check that out as well. Is it at the same time? Probably, right? Bye, Holly. I'm so glad you made it. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, God. Everybody's taking off. All right, I'm going to quickly repot this Hoya and then we're going to get out of here. Because if I don't do it right now, I'm not going to do it. Okay, so I'm just going to try and grab the moss and pull. Ooh, fun. Okay. This is like a little dollar store container, and it makes the best propagation vessel. This is also a dollar store dish bin. I'm just all about that dollar store houseplant life. Okay, good. Good. I will definitely check it out. Hey, neighbor and me. I just saw a neighbor and I mask up and wave to each other. That's excellent. My neighbor is a blessed fool and just goes right over. Oh, fungus gnat, you better not let me catch you. I'm going to feed you to my new pets. Don't come near me, bitch. My neighbor goes over and just chitty chats with all the other neighbors with his old ass. I'm like, you were 100. Please go in your house. At least put a mask on. Christ's sakes. I can't get any of this moss off. This is a mess. This is the downside of moss propping, which I'm always telling everybody that I love so much more than water propagation. But the unfortunate problem is that you have to get all the, I guess you don't have to get all the moss off, but you have to pick a bunch of it off, and it's a pain in the ass. Yes, the games will be fun. It'll be super fun. So all I have to do is send people like a link, and if you're on your mobile phone or whatever, you can join in the stream, or you can do it on your computer like I'm doing now, and then we would be able to play games that way, I believe. We'll figure it out. That removal process is why I switched to Leica. That is definitely something I would like to do. There's a lot of parts you have to get to start that I just haven't gotten around to doing yet. But they have that stuff at Mike's shop. So eventually I'm going to give that a shot because that definitely appeals to me because this is a pain in the bootay. Although this is much cuter than Leica, I think. That may be an unpopular opinion. Get some, like, how many people literally do you suppose out there in plant world are spending at least a small portion of their stimulus check on plants? like whether they should or not, because I absolutely shouldn't, but in the sense of, you know, you should be responsible and have 3 months of expenses at all times, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I like to just ride until the wheels fall off everything. Know what I'm saying? If you leave too much on, it leads to root rot. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Unless it is a plant that likes sphagnum moss, which there are very few, unfortunately, for me right now. How long has it been in there? Way longer than it needed to be. See, if I had taken it out, you know, when it started rooting, this would be not a problem. It didn't. And I shouldn't be putting this in this container because now it's going to be mixed with dirt. Ah. Make sure you reuse your sphagnum moss because you need to renew it. I mean, it's not renewable. It's not very renewable. It's a very long time renewable. I will see you guys later. Yes. Like how long? I'm going to say that this was probably in the glass for about 6 months. Potentially longer. Definitely since like the early fall. Whoopsie. All right. This is never going to come off in time for me to get over to Casey's live. So I will probably just say goodbye before this is done and then finish it while I watch Casey's live. And then someone make sure that I did it later so that I have to. Okay. Do you layer the mossed roots with charcoal? I do not. Bake old moss at 210 until even temp takeout. Don't bake more than 20 minutes. Yes, I've also heard microwaving. That seems like a good way to set a fire, but apparently it works. Hey, Pammy. It's I believe it's a Crimson Princess. Yes, it's a Crimson Princess. But it's been in kind of like a shelf, so it hasn't gotten any direct sunlight. And it was kind of a green vine that I clipped off, so now it's just kind of a green carnosa. I'm going to do my nails while I watch her live. Yes. Okay, guys, I'm going to get out of here and get ready to go watch Casey as well. So if you want to shoot over to her live, I'll put her link in the chat right now. We can chat on over there. Otherwise, I will see you again very soon. The next video coming is the terrarium video. And I'll just go ahead and say at the end of this very long live that I just found out that the owner of the company is kind of a jerk and don't buy that stuff. Okay. I'm still going to put the video up, though, because it was really fun to make. And I told him I would. So, but I'm going to say that in the video, too, because I don't care. Okay. So I'll see you guys over on Casey's live. And I will see you again very soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Done streaming?